everybody! Excited Utterance here. Hella and Mr. Seraph. Oh, look at him. It's winter here if you can't notice. And he's got a little cold schnozzy. And so he keeps like snuggling up. Yeah, but he's feeling much better. Not too much sneezing or anything like that. So that's good. Yep. Now, this does sound interesting, doesn't it, Rachel? How are you, Rachel? Good to see you. And yes, taint, much taint. Much, much taint. Scott, thank you for the gift of membership. Aren't you very generous today? Aren't you generous? Isn't that nice of you? Thank you. And Paul's hijinks, how are you? Ready for the epic fail? Oh, this is epic. This is pretty epic. It's a bit sad, but it's quite epic. He kind of deserved to fail pretty bad. And beautiful waterfall. Hey, love. Howdy all. Long time no see. Thank you for keeping your membership, beautiful waterfall. I really appreciate that, and I notice. Thank you for that. So yeah, haven't been streaming much lately. Have had a lot of sickness around here. Just things going pear-shaped, things going wrong, basically, around here lately. Sometimes things just don't work out and you can't be streaming all the time. So I appreciate you being patient. All of you guys, thank you for being patient with me. And also just because, there's a lot of like Karen Reed's on at the moment and we're not covering Karen Reed on this channel. And I know you guys, a lot of you guys are really into watching Karen Reed. So definitely supporting the channels who are. Love watching Andrea during the day, which is my night, if I can watch it at all, and Sean at night time, which is my day. So definitely supporting those channels. So also Criminality is the other channel I like to support. So that's Teresa. She's lovely. And Lana over in Truth and Transparency. So I'll bring Dali in now. Where is he? Oh. Hey. That was slow. We're out of practice, aren't we? We are. He's like, Sarah's like, that was lame.
Judgmental.
Yeah. Hey, Johnny on the spot. And half Irish, you reacted like that, right? When it was announced that I'm streaming, you're like, she's streaming, and she's like, half Irish is like, boom, 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 boom. And she popped out all the notifications and all the Discord. She's like, I'm on it. I'm on it. I noticed. I was like, I was going to do it myself, but she's done it already. She is like mod of the century.
Yes.
Maddie B's here. Hit the thumbs up and sub chat. Like, thank you. Pretty sure everyone here subbed, but you never know. If we get an infiltration of haters and stuff coming in, let's hope they sub anyway. What's a gay? Yeah, we know. All right, guys, this is going to be fun. Last week of Karen Reed. Oh, God, please. It's hard when you're not keeping up with a trial and everyone's talking about the trial, Anyway, it does look interesting. I'm just not keeping up with it. No haters on Hella's channel. I got a couple at the moment, unfortunately. Beautiful, waterfall. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, this is going to be fun. So I'll warn you, though, in advance that the subject matter is a bit icky. All right, so there is a DV issue going on here, and if that is something that is bothersome to you and it's bothersome to a lot of people, I'll just say that right out. But no one died, so good. That's a good thing. So I'll just play the video and then it'll sort of come out as we see what's happened. And then at the end of it, I'll show you a bit more context that's going to like shock you. I'll also let you know that there's a lot of like wind noise and things like that because it's the side of the road, like a major highway. Apologies. Hopefully there'll be, there is closed captions. But and also it's Australian accent. So if you need any help interpreting, I'm here. Hey, Mimi Tonya, how are you? Good to see you. All right, let's go. All right, so there's our friend. He's on the side of the road. He's just kind of there. Now you can see in the background there is a car. See this car? And it's kind of totaled, right? All right, so let's start.
Mate, what's your name?
Sean Marsh.
My name's Senior Constable
You
William.
turn it up a little.
Mate, I'll just let you know this officer is recording.
Oh.
Could you just tell me just the brief circumstances of the accident as you've just described then? Not your official version, just a brief rundown of what's happened.
I think I might see a lawyer first, should I?
On the 6th of May 2023, on a quiet country road outside Goulburn, New South Wales, a cowardly and premeditated attack unfolded. Sean Marsh, aged 47, lay in wait off Lagan Road in Crookwell, armed with nothing but rage and a pair of binoculars. Watching intently, he tracked his ex-wife Kylie Marsh and her friend Michelle Giles as they approached in a Suzuki. Marsh's twisted plan was clear.
Could have been a Subaru.
Head-on collision, aiming to kill Kylie and himself in a murder scene. But
Okay, so there you go. Right? So he was sitting on the side of the road in his car with a pair of goddamn binoculars waiting for his wife to drive past. Right?
Mildly inauspicious.
Yeah. No, nothing weird about that at all. Hey, Indy Cindy love, how are you, mate? Good to see ya. Were any quackers injured? I sure hope not. Yeah, was he? I hope he wasn't naked. If he was, he put clothes on pretty quickly.
Aww.
And hey, AG. All right, let's keep going. But instead, he struck the side of their car, sending it hurtling off the road into a paddock. Paddock. That's what you just saw in the background, right?
With his own car?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
instead, he struck the side of their car,
Look.
sending it hurtling off the road and into a paddock. Both women survived, but were left with lifelong physical injuries and emotional trauma. New South Wales Police body-worn camera vision captures the aftermath, showing Marsh calmly speaking to officers.
Mate, what's your
Okay, so let's just get this straight. He was willing to smash straight into this car, which happened to have not just his ex-wife, but some other woman in there who is collateral damage. And he was willing to do that and off himself as well. Right? Like, he was that angry about whatever had happened between him and his ex-wife that he was
just
sitting
have some
there.
mushrooms.
He was sitting there with binoculars waiting for them to drive past, and then boom.
Should have used a boomerang.
Yeah. And he was going for a head-on collision, right? But he didn't manage that, and he got it from the side. Yeah. And how he came out like, okay, heaven knows, and how they weren't killed, heaven knows, right? So we're about to watch his interaction with police after that. Ready?
name?
Sean Marsh.
Mate, I'll just let you know this officer is recording.
Yes.
Could you just tell me just the brief circumstances of the accident as you've just described then? Not your official version, just a brief rundown of what's happened.
I think I might see a lawyer first, should I?
Wow.
What's the matter for yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got a driver's license on you?
Yeah. Like I'm
So you're the driver of this vehicle down here?
correct, yeah.
Mate, have you got anything else on you apart from your wallet? Just pass me your wallet there. Anything else on you?
No.
Mate, look, at this stage, you're under arrest, okay? You will be required to provide a version of an accident under legislation, but I'll let you know that aside from that, you don't have to say or do anything if you don't want to, other than, as I say, just to make it clear, things that you are required by legislation to do, which will be to undergo a breath test and to also provide a version of the accident, okay? But aside from those things, as I say, I'll let you know you don't have to say or do anything if you don't want to. Do you understand that? And I'll just remind you as well that any information you provide, I will say, will be recorded and may also be used as evidence, okay? Do you understand that? Yep. Have you got any, you've obviously knocked back the ambos, have you got any desire at the moment to, i.e. jump in front of the next passing truck?
No. Like I should. I'm in too much shock to think about that. But
Yeah. So what we might do for now, mate, if you're not wanting the attention of the ambos, I think we're probably going to get them to check you out anyway.
Fair enough.
Because you're going to be in our custody, I would suggest, for a little while.
Approximately 12:15 today, Saturday the 6th of May 2023, on Lagham Road, cross of Woodboard Lane, Crookwell, when involved in a motor vehicle collision.
yes.
And can you tell me what happened?
I was driving down the road. They were driving the other direction.
Which direction were you travelling
I
in?
was driving whatever direction this is.
Yep.
They were going whatever direction that is. So I'd say they were going east, I was going west, maybe.
Yep.
And there was a collision.
Okay, so I'm just going to caution you, don't have to say or do anything if you do not want to. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Anything you say or do may be used in evidence. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so when you say there was a collision, can you give me more detail?
Yeah.
Not really.
What part of your vehicle collided with their vehicle?
Just the
It's like
tip.
front right.
Of yours?
Yeah.
Collided with what?
I assume they're front right.
Right. Are you injured anywhere else? Have you got any? Can you take a deep breath for me? You able to get out? Was there anyone else in the car with you? No, you're by yourself. Okay. You're right. Okay. All right. I'll leave you with the police. That's all good. That's all right. Do you
Yes.
need another group? No.
Mate, I'll just let you know I'm now. I'm just going to go and have a squeeze at your car just to see if your phone and that's in there.
Yep.
There's nothing in there so far as medications that you're on or something like that that you'll need to take with you to so from here, mate, I'll let you know. You're going to go to it'll be at the Crookwell Goulburn Hospital, probably Crookwell place, just to get blood and urine done because of the severity of the
Mandatory testing.
and the circumstances. Yeah, so for mandatory blood and urine testing for drugs and alcohol. And then from there back to Goulburn Police Station.
The last 6 months.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Yep.
It is what it is.
So like I said, mate, just want to give you the opportunity as well, just to make sure that you know, if you've got concerns or questions about what's happening, that we can help to answer those as well. All right, so I'm just going to go and switch your card, just see if your phone's in there and grab that. And is there any significant property in the car, like value-wise, like, you know, $1 million worth of jewels or that sort of thing? No, nothing in there like that? No, okay. All right.
Okay, so just Sean, you do understand that at this stage you're under arrest.
No, okay. I don't think that he's trying to make out that it was a random accident. Otherwise, he wouldn't be under arrest, right? I think they know it was his wife. They know that he did it on purpose. Otherwise, there's no way he'd be under arrest. Why would he be under arrest? It's an accident, right? So they know that much, and also they also know that he is suicidal because they asked flat out, do you feel like jumping in front of a car or something right now? And he said, well, I should.
Yeah.
Right? So they know the context. They must. Like, he's talking about it like it's random, but they know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're clear, because you're clear with when I said that before, that, yeah, and as I say, at a later stage, there will be things that you will be required to do, i.e. such as I say, the blood and urine, and provide a version of the accident. But yeah, beyond that, you don't have to say or do anything outside of those things, which will explain to you.
But do you notice how at the beginning he said, I think I should probably get a lawyer. And then they kind of just glossed over that and kept talking. And then he didn't mention it again. Right?
In the lead up to this violent act, Marsh waged a 6-month campaign of stalking and harassment after his separation from Kylie in December 2022. He followed her to cafes, shopping centres, and even bought tickets to the same concerts. Text messages revealed Marsh
The
took
same
photos
concerts?
outside her house and chillingly wrote, "You let him move in my house. Bad move." He went further, threatening to have Kylie kidnapped, held for 4 days, and killed. In a disturbing letter to his stepdaughter, he described her as his loving and caring daughter, all while plotting this deadly attack.
My name's Senior Constable Gannon from Yes Police Station.
Okay.
We're just going
I have the letter to the stepdaughter, and it's much worse than that.
Oh.
Much worse than that. So usually I'd be all like, oh, all these circumstantial things leading up, they're probably just making it out to be You know, like far worse, right? Like this is a true crime video, you know, like it's all very dramatic. And we're looking at the body cam, and yeah, it's terrible, but the text messages, that text message on its own, just a "you let him move in, bad move," could be taken out of context. I would usually take it all with a grain of salt. However, I've seen the letter that he wrote to the stepdaughter, and it's really bad, and I'm going to show you after this.
I'm going to take you into hospital now. I think the officer may have explained you've got to just give some blood and urine as part of the accident.
I don't think I need a drink to go that.
That's okay. They'll sort that down there. Just because you're going into our custody now, I've just got to do a quick search just to make sure you've got nothing sharp. You haven't got anything in your pockets at the moment, nothing at all. All right, what I'll just get you to do, just turn around and put your hands on your head for me. Just letting you know, I do have a camera on, so it is recording this. Okay, any conversation and any actions, yeah?
Yeah, but you're
just going to gently go up and Can you just lift this leg up for me? You're right. Yeah, just check it up for you. That's you're right. And just the other one for me. All right. There you go.
In the Goulburn District Court, Judge Julia Bailey.
Oh my God! Did you see that?
No.
He was just giggling. He got tickled.
Aw, got a fit of the giggles.
He got a fiddles and giggles. All right, I don't want to get to the next bit yet. I want to show you. Where is it? Here we go. All right, so welcome to your future, cowards, attackers, deadly threats. Right, so I'm going to take you to the letter. Okay, so in lead up to this, Mrs. Marsh, that's the wife. Mrs. Marsh went to the police as a result of her husband's stalking, and officers took out an AVO, so that's a protection order, for the protection of her and Emma, one of her two daughters from her first marriage. And there's another stepdaughter, that's Jessica, right? So Jessica was also targeted by Marsh, to who he wrote a wicked and disturbing letter in early 2023, left outside his former home. The letter, which was first found by her mother, addressed Jessica as his loving and caring daughter. You ready? Jess, how you thought it was okay to agree with the way you all treated me is beyond my comprehension. I did nothing wrong. I gave you all 17 years of my life after telling your mother not to do to me what she did to Steve. I don't know who Steve is. So Steve would probably be their dad, maybe. Anyway, so my love has turned to hate, and you will all be dealt with. I will use the power of my love as the power of hate. I have organized for two possible scenarios, and the choice is yours. You will inherit the house and our superannuation. You, I assure, will also receive your mother's life insurance. The option that keeps you alive is if you ensure my superannuation is given to Stacy and you choose to sell the house, that you provide $150,000 to the Salvation Army. You must show this check being handed to the Salvos on Facebook and in my name. Your FB page will be monitored by the below. There must be some person down there. If you choose above, you will be raped only once and released. This will not occur prior to 2025. If you choose not to follow above, you'll be kidnapped, raped for 4 days, and then killed. I have paid the higher price, but it seemed to me that they would enjoy option 2. I don't know who they is. You and your mother left me for dead. Welcome to your future.
He seems nice.
I knew you'd say that.
Jesus.
Okay. We just worked that out, Rachel. Right? Okay. So the guy who made the body cam video, he didn't mention that. Right? So yeah, he mentioned the thing about like the disturbing letter to the stepdaughter, but I was like, okay, I don't know if he's guilty of the stalking thing. Let me go find out, shall I? And then I found that, and I was like, what?
Wow.
What? The actual? Hey, Schnibbles, how are you? Yeah. I don't know if he's a narcissist or not, but he's wow. Okay, so this dude, that was what he was up to, right? And see, all this stuff is he's actually saying that him and the mother are going to be dead, right? And so all this stuff that the stepdaughter has to do is after they're dead, because they're going to be dead, right? So he's planning this, like he's planning this scenario here, right? So this is all his plan to enact this murder suicide, right? And he epic failed. Like he epic failed. Somehow, not only did he not manage to make the murder work, but he also, like himself, he's just standing there on the side of the street. He's completely fine. Yeah.
Like a dumbass.
Yeah, like a dumbass, right? So anyway, I would like to ask Chap, because he's just been sentenced in Australia. So, what do you think he got? What would he have gotten in America?
Was it a plea deal?
No, he went to court.
Trial?
Yeah.
Was
what
it
would
attempted?
he have gotten in America? Deliberate, hang on. It was attempted murder, stalking, attempted murder times 2.
Probably 40 to 50 cent in America.
40 to 50 in America.
Yeah.
25 years with parole, so 12. You'd think 25, half Irish, 25. Life in the US, I would have thought live. Yeah, I would have thought live. 4 years of a handshake. Okay, so I'll tell you.
And just the other one.
In the Goulburn District Court,
Judge Julia Bailey handed down a minimum sentence of 18, condemning Mark's lack of remorse and refusal to take responsibility for his actions. So 18. Yeah. So assuming that he's good in prison, he'll get 18.
Yeah. Could be worse.
I thought that was pretty low.
Yeah.
Honestly, considering that he is going around telling people beforehand that he's going to organize for the stepdaughter to be raped for 4 days and then murdered. Right?
Yeah.
He's a nutcase. Like, he's an absolute nutcase. So I suppose it could be he could have gone for plead insanity, and he could have been out much quicker. So yeah, but yeah, how ridiculous.
Judge Julia Bailey handed down a minimum sentence of 18 years, condemning Marsha's lack of remorse and refusal to take responsibility for his actions. Judge Bailey stated, Women are not possessions belonging to men. Women have a right to live their lives free of such views and free of violence. Sean Marsh was sentenced for 2 counts of attempted murder and 1 count of threatening to kill. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. So, Andy, Cindy, premeditation and aggravating factors. If the attempted murder was premeditated, planned beforehand, it can lead to more severe sentence, potentially including life in prison, at least 20 years. Well, I mean, he was sitting there with
Binoculars.
binoculars.
Yeah.
Also, what do you think of the cops, guys?
They were professional.
They're a bit nice,
Yeah.
I thought.
I mean, they didn't know everything at that time.
They knew a fair bit.
True.
They knew enough to arrest him really quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a conspiracy that would have gotten him 10 years. Yeah. It's the pre-planning. It's like the
That's
lack
bad.
of any human empathy, and the fact that he clearly was sitting around for a while thinking about this,
Yeah.
and he still didn't get it right.
Wow. Yeah.
He hurt them more than himself, though.
True.
Right? Like, I don't know how bad their injuries are. I think it's probably pretty nasty.
Yeah.
They must be terribly traumatized. And the kids too. I mean, the daughters. But yeah, what a piece of shit. What an absolute piece of shit. That letter shows, yeah, even more so premeditation than sitting on the side of the road. The police were very civil. Like, I would have thought they'd be sort of like yelling and "you piece of shit," that kind of thing. But no, nothing like that. But yeah, the way they warned him, they kept warning him. They kept saying that, you don't have to do anything.
Sure.
But he did say right at the start, I should probably get a lawyer. But they kind of just went, well, you don't have to say anything. That's up to you. But and then just kept speaking and talking. So
Yeah.
Can the woman sue him? Does he have any money? Don't know. I looked him up and stuff on, Facebooks and things, and he doesn't exist, and they don't seem to exist. So, not that I'd try and contact them or anything like that. I'll leave them alone. They deserve their privacy. They were nice, so he would talk. Yeah. It sounded like they were pretty injured too. That's terrible. Oh yeah, they'll be affected for life. I don't know what it's like in the US and Canada, but we have a terrible problem here with women and children being not just injured, but like dying from domestic violence.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a huge problem. Huge problem. So it's something to be aware of. It's not to be taken lightly. If there's ever any sign of something like that, you need to tell somebody.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm sure it is huge in the US too. Yeah. All right. Sorry to end on a sad note, but I want to also give a shout out to Police Vision Australia, because it's hard to get hold of bodycam vision and anything like that from our government. So they're doing a great job. So make sure you give them a sub. They're on Patreon as well. DV's rampant. Yeah, I know. Now, guys, what's this? Ping showed the report of DV in Australia. Yeah, it really is terrible, Rachel. It really is terrible. So for the rest of the week, I'm going to be doing a bit of mushroom trial. And I might do a stream, just a bit of a sort of a personal catch up with you guys. And I used to do this quite regularly, where I just sort of turn the camera on and have a bit of a chat with you all about what's happening in my life and in streaming, and like court cases and what's happening with you guys. And I call it, is it live? Is this live? Because is it really live? So I might have one of those, and I might even turn it members only, and we can have a bit of fun later in the week. I'll probably not be streaming a lot over the next week or two, just while Karen Reid is on again, because I'm not covering it. And like I said, there's a lot of people covering that, and it's just not up my alley. So, yeah, and I want to support the people who are covering it. Like, I said, Andrea, Sean, Criminality, Mana over at Truth and Transparency. So, yeah, and it's good to see everyone enjoying that. Oh, yeah, mushrooms and Aussie trial. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. And you know what? Like, the other thing with the mushroom trial is it's actually kind of affecting me, the mushroom trial. I feel really bad for this woman.
Hmm.
I kind of identify with her in some ways, like not in every way.
Okay.
Yeah, but I feel really bad for her. I feel like she's just a pretty normal person, and I feel like she's been maligned so badly, and I won't keep you all for my thoughts on it too much right now, but I just feel like everybody has something to hide. Like, it's kind of like an addiction. Like, she's had this body image problem and this self-esteem problem, and she's tried to hide it for so long, and she's lied to cover it up, and now all those lies have been used against her to try and show that she's covered up poisoning somebody or a group of people, and I believe that's an accident. I don't believe she meant to poison anybody. I think it was non-intentional. And although, yeah, she lied, but she lied to cover up something else, and it was this issue that she had. So it's really, it's bothering me. I'm starting to feel really, really bad for her. Yeah, she made a mushroom beef Wellington. Yeah, not intentional. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Mimi Tonya, Karen Reid's probably guilty, but they really don't have good evidence against her. And you're welcome to feel that way, Mimi Tonya. I'm really pleased to have a channel where people can come in and have that opinion, or any opinion. Part of the reason I'm not covering Karen Reid is because I feel that there's a lot of places where most places you can't go and have an opinion either way. You have to go into a channel with a certain opinion that aligns with everybody else's. You know, if you are of the opinion that you think she's probably guilty, and there might be a lot of people who come at you and be like, "How dare you?" You know, I don't really agree with that. You know, so like, I think Brian Koberger is innocent. And half Irish, she thinks he's probably guilty, but she's my mod and one of my great friends here on YouTube, and we get along great. So difference of opinions are okay in my book. So yeah, how dare you? And also, my favorite one at the moment is "you're gaslighting us." Gaslighting. That's going to be my new hate term.
Yeah.
You're wrong. You're gaslighting. It's like when people start to say that, you know, like when people start to say things you don't like,
Yeah.
and then like a lot of things you don't like, suddenly you're being gaslit.
Yeah.
It's like, no, they just don't agree with you. Gaslighting and narcissism. Oh dear. I've not watched any KR, but I don't think she's guilty. Those marks on his, I think, are from a dog. Yeah, like that's, yeah. I just think that the state's case is not strong enough for a guilty verdict, but I also know that juries love to convict, so it's quite possible she will be found guilty. That's all, really. Keanu Thompson only
Oh,
recently
God.
learned gaslight, and she says it nonstop. Oh, I'm sure she does. I'm sure she does. It's just one of those words, like narcissist, that gets used and used and used and used, and it's really annoying. Once you start noticing it,
Yeah.
and you realize that people are overusing it, it just gets to a point where it's like, oh my God, stop using that term. Everyone can't be gaslighting you. Can't, like, everywhere
they
you're
can.
going, everywhere you're going, people can't be gaslighting you because they disagree with you. Dali, stop gaslighting me.
I am. Haha.
You are. Karen obviously installed anti-personnel taillights before running his house over. Why can't people just be adults, right? Right? Exactly. I'm so sick of people being children. And like, I'm not perfect, right? Like, I have my moments when I'm like, okay, I really was a child just then, you know. But yeah, there are some people who are just children, like 24/7.
Hey, well,
All right, I've had enough. Okay, thank you guys for hanging out. This was kind of fun. I haven't been
Yeah.
streaming much lately, so it was nice to hang out. Gaslit emoji. Oh, I need a gaslit emoji. I need like a gas cooktop and gaslight.
or a petrol can.
Petrol can. We are children and we're going to hell. What'd you say, Cyril? For like 15 years. That's
Oh,
my.
that is
Oh, I do Sydney. I love it. I love it. Oh, Indy Sydney, you'd hear it a lot too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toxic is mine.
Oh, toxic's a bad one too.
Like there's a use for it in certain situations, but it's
Yeah.
just like everyone's ex is toxic and a
Oh, okay.
narcissist and
Toxic narcissist. Yeah. It's just like, oh, that conversation is so toxic.
yeah.
And then everyone, like, he's gaslighting you. He's so toxic. You need to cut him off because he's gaslighting you and he's a narcissist. Literally.
Like literally.
Like literally.
Like people use that literally. Like grody. Gag me with a spoon.
Moist is your hate word. Moist is a great word. What are you talking about? Moist is a freaking awesome word. You cannot adult today. Oh, I've had some days I can't adult. I think it was yesterday I wasn't adulting. Shit posting is better. Moist. Slightly damn. I love moist and taint. Yeah, of course. Moist and taint together, even better. Yeah. Moist is a delightful word. All right, that's enough. Okay. Yeah. I might stream tomorrow. I might not. Actually, no, probably not because it's a public holiday in Victoria. There's no mushrooms happening. And Friday's cross-examination was pretty lame. It was lame, actually. They didn't get anything out of her. The prosecutor was just like, you tried to poison them.
Is Democracy Manifest.
Is it a succulent Chinese meal? It was late. So I think I'll wait for another day of testimony before I do another mushroom. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Love yous.
Yes.
Love yous.
See ya.
Cheers. Time for this song.
Her name was Hella. She was an Aussie. She was a fake lawyer from the future. She got on YouTube and made some live streams. The co-host is Dali and she dances sometimes. The words are always so loud and because she's an 803. To be certain,